Hey guys, Dark Humility here. You can always catch me at www.twitch.tv/darkhumility. Usually Diablo 2 content 6-7 days a week. Guys, today we have a real special update for you guys. This is almost as strong as a Poison Necro can possibly get on hardcore, in my opinion. There's definitely a couple of small upgrades still from here, but he is the monster in his final form, just about. This is our Hardcore Poison Necro on the live servers on Project Diablo 2, Season 2, of course. And here we go. Let's show off his stats now. He's got 23k Poison Nova. We got maximum block. We have all the res you could possibly want. 7,000 defense. Over 1,700 life. Pretty decent mana pool. Unlike last time, we didn't have quite as high res, but our res is even more stacked, I think. Our damage reduction is a tiny bit lower, but in order to gain that, we maintained our cast rate at 48%, which is really good for this build. And we gained block rate, so now when we block, we're blocking at the 52 block frame, which is huge when you're teleporting into mobs on this character. And we have 56 FHR. Off of that, we even have 165 base magic find now. So in maps, we're definitely hitting comfortably over 300 in most cases, or just under 300, which is a lot given their diminishing returns on that stat. So yeah, this is a monster for sure. Mercenary gear. Pretty sure this is pretty similar to what we had before, but we still have the Doom, Steel Rend. Cannot be frozen Andes, Fortitude. This does a ton of damage, has a ton of DR, has 20,000 defense, so he is a monster indeed. So of course have our crazy Death Web that we had before, which is the reason we even made the character. Crazy Shaco still too, but the Bramble is even better, and this time it's mine. I actually rolled it, which is pretty cool. So finally stopped having terrible Bramble RNG, but only once. I've actually rolled a total of 7 Brambles, and the rest of them are either crap. We had like one decent one. So don't get too excited, but at least we have a decent Bramble now. Still have our crazy Amulet, Storm Shield. We have a 15 poison skill damage Tringles that gives us faster block rate. We sacrifice some DR off of the 17 DR one to get FCR on here to make up for the loss of FCR here. That is how we're hitting 23k Poison Nova instead of 21, which we had before on both the minimum and maximum. So definitely gained about 1,500 to 2,000 damage on this character. So he's doing crazier damage. We also recently corrupted this thing, in addition to this thing in the last Slam Fest. So now we have even more life per kill and a little bit more MF and even some Lightning Sword, which doesn't hurt. And we even get a free Heart of the Wolverine to use it as an additional tank if we want to. Still have this awesome Cannot Be Frozen War Traps. There's definitely, you can use like, water walks and whatnot before. At this point, I'd say, I don't know, the only things you can really upgrade, because you need the LPK because life per kill is so huge. It's tough. You could get a skill ring with like 10 FCR if you want, and then you can still upgrade that, but I really like the LPK. You could get, of course, one of these with 2 sockets, but that would be insane. You can get 2% more on the Bramble. You can get another skill on the Shaco. Maybe get us another roll like MPK or LPK on the Shaco on top of that still. But overall, maybe a little bit more DR on the Storm Shield, even though we're almost hitting max DR. It's pretty tough, though. Definitely some very tiny things you can still improve. But we have life skillers. I have 40 MF Geeds, and we still, of course, have decent stuff here. So yeah, you can still improve these lifers and the Torch and the Annie. But overall, just very solid MF charms, very solid lifers and everything. Alright, so without further ado, let's do one demo of him. And what I would say is pretty much as strong as he gets. This is a hardcore Poison Necro. He is a monster, and we can play him dangerously for the most part, unless we're amped in his auras. Sounds good. Yeah, sorry about that, by the way, Adoa. You called some items first, and I wasn't even mindful of the fact that multiple people could have been choosing this. The same items, to be honest, but that's okay. At least you got something you wanted. That's what matters. We'll get the rest of them. Ready. Oh, baby. So I'm not amped right now. Not too concerned by the damage they're doing. They're all Might Aura though. Which is super safe and super insanely powerful. He just blows through this map like it's nothing. Crazy. He is my strongest mapper, I would say. You know, I have a Boson too. You know, I have some other really, really strong builds. But this S tier build is crazy. Remember, you guys can always check out any of my PD2 guides on my PD2 guides section on this YouTube channel here. And of course, you can also check out this guide specifically. We made the YouTube guide. When we made him, he didn't have this block rate. He didn't have quite as much MF. He didn't have as much damage. But overall, he's a beast no matter what. Yeah, once you can get gear of this caliber or higher, maybe even a bit less, he's just even more of a monster. He was already doing this before in the guide, but now it's so much smoother with the faster block rate and the damage. It's just a blast to play with for real. Definitely expensive, so I don't know if they'll nerf him in Season 3, so if you have any plans for Season 3 as well, maybe you're going to want to hit up this build again. We'll have to see. Oh, man. What's up, Demodius? Hope you're doing well, too, man. Absolutely. Oh, baby. So yeah, I'm not really caring too much. And now that we're not amped to there's no worries, you can just jump into whatever. It doesn't matter. Just go crazy, man. This is of course one of his best maps, so it's always gonna be a great thing to demo. This is of course an S tier build, and technically the Necro's strongest mapping build in the game, if you can get the gear for it. Always be very good to go towards. Unless Blood Warp or something else gets heavily nerfed, the almost zero cooldown or zero cooldown is pretty nutty. Here we go. Let's go. And those items, man. Unique ring, chat. Let's go. Chat on YouTube. You found a unique ring. Let's go. Chat, let's guess the unique ring. What is it? We're gonna slam it right away. We're gonna slam it right away. We have no reservations. Should we do a... Should we do a slam ID on it? That'd be pretty, wow, 15 Nova? Okay. Cannot be frozen, 15 lightning damage, 3 Nova Ormus robes. That's kind of sick, actually. I just found that. Okay. We have a guess for a Nagel. I'm gonna guess Monald. Does anyone else have a guess? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, I don't know. Who knows what it was? We'll never know now. Could have just bricked a wisp projector or a Stone of Jordan. It's gone! I told you, goals. I got you. I thought I was gonna... Well, you know, if it doesn't survive the brick, then does it really exist? It doesn't survive the slam. How do you get items to show up on the top left of the screen? You mean this? That's 8. Is press the 8 button as a default 8. Unless you mean something else. I don't know. You mean the stats? Those are the stats. Those aren't items though. I don't know. Could be one of them. I have no idea, man. I don't have a clue. Oh, we are not bowed. Make sure to be bowed at least. That's always a good idea. Throne of Insanity is dangerous enough where you can rip even with this level of gear for sure. Now be frozen Nova Ormus though. Very tasty. You can add loot filter with the launcher. You can. That is correct. It's exclamation filter in my channel. If you want to pull up mine, mine is really good. You can download that straight nader file if you want. It's made by A Development. I haven't seen him in the channel in a while, but he's taking a break, I think. Okay. Yeah, this map just gets shredded. Yeah, normally, like, with this level of gear, this map, you can definitely do 15 minutes easy if you don't lollygag, no problem. It's pretty insane. Given the density on this map, like, this is like almost 250. I think. Well, it's at least 225. Anyway, it's night. Got it. I'm glad you won a torch, man. Roll and Hammer ended up winning a torch in the end because everyone rolled low numbers. Lucky dog, no one rolled 20. Lucky, lucky, lucky. See, you got lucky. You just didn't get lucky on the bot choosing you. Ash Ketchum just didn't like you, man. Feels bad. What is this one? It's alright. You did win some prizes from Slamfest itself, so whatever. It's always more. Ooh. Sure to keep that life topped off. Yeah, there's no words over her, it's fine. They can't do enough damage to kill me. Even suggesting that as a joke. Boss time. Let's get him. GG. Yeah. Yeah, with these extra points in a bone armor that I'm able to get because I use revive, it's just so good. But then again, golems are nice too. I also like how the revives survive the open wounds too. It means open wounds is actually somewhat doable in this character. You know, some characters it's really painful. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, he's level 96 now, so he's, yeah, he's very high. Solo leveling to 99 would still take a very long time, though. Monster win! You guys starting to wind down for your Sunday night? How we doing? Let's see what we got here. Oh wow. I have Enigma, guys. Not quite. Oh, baby. Get them all, get them all. Okay. Jewel. Yeah, I really like this character. This is one of my favorite builds I made this season for sure. I mean, I'm gonna make some more builds, but I don't know. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. It's really one of the only situations where you can get this kind of mobility like you kind of get in LOD, so it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed. At least in the late game. Any tips for level 82 Meteor Sword? Farm Andy and Mephisto. And get those GGs with the Meteor. Meteor's very good against bosses, like really good. It's also really good against cows too. Exclamation drops? You're looking for drops? I gotta add some things to exclamation drops from yesterday too, but I'll add them. You can run Hell Cows, but it's slow. Yeah, I think you're better off running bosses, but yeah. You do either one, man. Where's socketed Archon plate? Not bad. Get him. Does Frozen in the retail slow the cast rate? No, it does not. It only does it on PD2. It's something they implemented to balance out the suckiness of getting frozen as affecting casters as the same as physical damage, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, why would only physical damage... Why does physical damage have to suffer from the possibility of getting frozen? And not casters, you know? Definitely a pretty big balance issue, I would say. That does make a lot of sense to me, personally. Hey, what's up, Pterodon? What have you been up to, Kenosis? Playing PD2 still? What are you up to, man? Oh, baby. Alright, well, there it is. Wrecked. Build is amazing. And 200 even more density would not really matter to him. He is a god. This is the god version of my Poison Necros, so I hope you guys enjoyed the new stats and gear overview. This amazing S tier build. Hardcore Season 2, Product Diablo 2. On softcore, you can go even more ham on the damage if you want, with 3-piece strings plus Death Web. There's always more options. GG, guys. Let's get it. Remember to check out my builds, including this one, in the PD2 guide section of my YouTube, and you can always check me out live on twitch.tv/dark streaming Diablo 2 6 to 7 days a week. See you guys later. Let's get it.